Okay. Y'all know how this goes. We are in the Cyber Yoda today. And yeah, since I've been on the move, I said, okay, let's start a live stream. We got the sunlight out. I see nothing but beautiful greenery and scenery. So yeah, we outside today, y'all. Okay, no Megan. We outside today. No Megan the Stallion. No Cardi B. Hold on. Now, um, before we get started, let me tell you, what the hell is this on my screen? Come on, y'all. Before we get started, can y'all place the crowns in the chat if y'all can hear me good? Put a crown emoji. If you can hear me, this is what I want you to do. I want you to do that. Parking wars, understandable. Yes. Okay. We have some parking things going on. If you figure out where I am, do not pull up on me. I'm not friendly. Okay. Y'all can hear me? Okay, great. Let me share my screen with you all. Now I want you all to place. Now why the hell it do that? Okay, now I want you all to place. How do I close this? Okay. A 2 in the chat if y'all can hear this.
August 12th.
Could y'all hear that? She said August 12th. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all could hear her. Now I will warn you all, this audio on this video that we're going to review today is very choppy. It's not good audio at all. However, I think we can still be able to understand and comprehend what is being said. But I do want to forewarn you all that this is very choppy and bad audio. And I may also not have the greatest audio or quality right now because I do not have a microphone or my camera. But nevertheless, we will be operating from our laptop today, and we're going to be getting into some nitties and gritties. Now, first, let me give you all some background as far as what inspired this impromptu dope discussion. I did run this by said individual that sent me over this video, that could personally relate to what was being said and what transpired during this interaction with this woman. I ran it by said individual, and they let it be very clear to me that it was okay for me to say their name and not keep them anonymous. I'm going to wait though until said person shows up and tells me, yeah, D, go ahead and say my name. Otherwise, I will keep him anonymous like I said that I would. Okay. And you know who you are. You're one of my MVP crown heads. All right. But I wanted to have this dope discussion because first things first, the guy who sent me over this content was going through something or had went through something very similar. And if you were in our Patreon only live stream that we had last week, then you probably know who this is. However, the guy that sent me over this content for us to review and get into today, this is a stand-up brother. Okay, this is a brother that is wise, intelligent, somebody that is successful, right? He's the type of guy that a lot of women would go after. So I felt that it was necessary for me to touch base on this, because if that caliber of man can go through this type of situation, then it's probably a lot of guys out there who could go through something similar. Because like I said, this is a brother that is wise, intelligent. He's on his square. He's focused, right? He's driven, right? He has his ducks in a row as far as his finances and career is concerned. So if this type of brother could go through this, I already know a lot of you all could probably relate to this. Shout out to you, Terenzo. It says, attention on deck at ease, crown heads. I just me. Salute. Salute. Okay. Now, this is not Terenzo. Okay. But yeah, let's get into this though, you all. Y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe. All right. Y'all already know we be pulling up. When we pull up, you never know. Right. And so to help us out in the algorithm in the YouTube streets, like the video for us, because you already know they be hating on the live streams. They be suppressing us with the live stream, stuff like that. So help us. Okay. Help us. But without further ado, I want to get into this clip. All right. And what I would like for you all to do is tell me if you agreed with what happened in this exchange and interaction, or if you disagreed with it after I play it. And I also want you all to let me know, do you find any discrepancies? Do you find anything wrong with what happened? Do you feel like, oh no, that's straight? Or do you feel like, nah, that's flawed? Me personally, I'm going to be getting into the different levels and layers on both ends on why, first things first, a man should not do this, and also why a woman should not do this shit either. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's get into it though. Let's play this clip. And again, like the video, share the video, and subscribe.
August 12th, he said, you need to let that man go. I said, do you get what you're telling me? Like, again, like, do you understand what you're telling me? He said, fuck that nigga. I said, excuse me?
Now, hold on. Before we let her finish, I might even restart it, but let's read what it says on the screen, you all. All right, let me blow it up so y'all can see. On the screen, it says, Sarah Fretnot, I don't know, okay? We're going to call her Sarah. Sarah reveals she married her friend 6 days after breaking up with her boyfriend, who she was already having marriage talks with because her friend was ready for commitment. Okay? Again, I will be giving my take on both sides of this, from the man's perspective and for the woman's perspective, and both, in my opinion, are not right and exact. But maybe you disagree, and I want you all to honestly give me your take, your feedback. Okay. All right. But let's get back into it. All right.
August 12th, he said, you need to let that man go. I said, do you get what you're telling me? Like, again, like, do you understand what you're telling me? He said, fuck that nigga. I said, excuse me? Like, do you understand what you're saying? Like, you're saying let go of a man that's marriage minded for you because you're ready for commitment. He said, like I said, fuck that nigga. And I was like, oh, okay. So the very next day, I sent a message and I let that man know.
Wait, you cut the man off before you got the ring?
Yeah.
Because he said, oh no, girl.
Oh no, it gets crazier.
Did you guys have?
That was August 12th. I let go of the dude. And then August 18th, we got married.
Wait, 6 days later?
August 18th. He called my dad somewhere in there, asked him for permission to marry me. My whole family knows him. All my friends know him. His mama, when he called his mom and said, Mom, I'm getting married. She said, to who? Sarah? Anybody that he told, everybody was like, to Sarah? When I was like, I'm getting married, they were like, to who? Like, which one of them? You know, like, but I was like, to Brock. And when I tell you, my parents are so happy because Brock is like, he's a husband already, you know?
Did y'all hear everything? Like I said to you all earlier, the audio was very bad and choppy, but I think you all could still get the gist of what was being said. Do you all want me to replay it? Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to replay it. Put a 3 in the chat if it's like, nah, we heard this bitch. Now, not garbage. You know, I'm just silly, y'all. Entertainment purposes only. Don't take me too serious, okay? I'm goofy. I'm silly. Oh, she called her a bitch. Oh, that's how we talk. We family. Let's not do too much. All right. 1 if you want me to replay, 3 if you heard it. Now, I may even still go back and play it but stop it throughout anyway. But if you want me to replay it entirely through again, put a 1 in the chat, put a 3 if it's like, nah, we heard that. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Okay, I see a lot of 1s and 3s, but I see a lot of my A1 Day 1 crown heads saying 1. So, okay, we're going to play it again. Let's play it again.
August 12th, he said, you need to let that man go. I said, do you get what you're telling me? Like, again, like, do you understand what you're telling me? He said, fuck that nigga. I said, excuse me? Like, do you understand what you're saying? Like, you're saying let go of a man that's marriage minded for you because you're ready for commitment. He said, like I said, fuck that nigga. And I was like, oh, okay. So the very next day, I sent a message and I let that man know.
Wait, you cut the man off before you got the ring?
Yeah.
Because he said, oh no, girl.
Oh no, it gets crazier. Did you guys have, that was August 12th. I let go of the dude. And then August 18th, we got married.
Wait, 6 days later?
August 18th. He called my dad somewhere in there, asked him for permission to marry me. My whole family knows him. All my friends know him. His mom, when he called his mom and said, Mom, I'm getting married. She said, to who? Sarah? Anybody that he told, everybody was like, to Sarah? When I was like, I'm getting married, they were like, to who? Like, which one of them? You know, like, but I was like, to Brock. And when I tell you, my parents are so happy because Brock is like, he's a husband already, you know?
Okay, so y'all heard that again, all the way through. So, one of my A1 Day 1 crown heads, I just checked our inbox exchange over on Patreon, and that is also a great takeaway from Patreon. That's a great benefit. If you sign up for Patreon, you paid your 8 at the gates. All right, not if you are a free channel member or a Patreon member, but if you are an actual paid Patreon member, when you all direct message me over there, I get those sent directly to my phone. And so I actually did see this message when I was out and about yesterday doing my daily walk at the park and everything. But, you know, I just got kind of preoccupied with, you know, doing my centering. Okay. Because I got to make sure I'm, you know, balanced and at peace. But, you know, time just kind of escaped me. But I did get that message right when it was sent to me via Patreon. And if you all were on our Patreon only exclusive live stream last week, then you would know who I'm referring to. And I may go ahead and say his name because he did just text me again and tell me he ain't worried about y'all. All right. But in our Patreon only exclusive live stream that we had last Wednesday, which we will have another one coming up this upcoming Wednesday, I should say. One of our A1 Day 1 crown heads told us, yeah, I was dealing with this woman and I felt like we meshed very well. We had great chemistry. We had a lot of different things in common. Like, I really liked this woman. And I think that she really liked me, but she kind of friend zoned me. Right? And it was confusing to this A1 Day 1 crown head because she was giving him mixed signals, right? So she would be in said different relationships, even with different guys, while still talking to him, and they would talk on the phone for hours on end, you know, about any and everything. Like, they just had great chemistry, a great bond. And he just could not understand why she would give him so much access, give him so much bonding time, right? If, first things first, she was already involved with somebody else. And then second off, if you wasn't really feeling him like that. It was confusing. It's like we would talk for 3 hours plus, you know, about any and everything. We would laugh, we would joke. Like, it was a vibe. but she would always be entering in and out of these different relationships. And even when she would go through her break periods of dealing with these guys, she never really shot her shot at me, or she never really gave me any idea of her feeling me in a romantic sense. But him being the respectful gentleman that he is, allowed her space and opportunity and time to try to, I guess, reflect, try to figure herself out, and not just try to force a relationship on her. So for example, what was conveyed over to me, and if he's in the chat and he don't give a fuck, you know, he'll tell y'all. And I may tell y'all eventually, I don't know yet. Okay. He did just text me saying, I don't give a fuck about them. But what he communicated to us in our Patreon was, yeah, you know, she would enter into a relationship. We would still be cool. We would still be chopping it up, bonding, connecting, and all of that. And then they would break up. And I, not wanting to interject myself, or me not wanting to force her into something new, so freshly out of a relationship, I would just kind of, you know, not even say anything, not even shoot my shot, right? And then with him trying to give her space to figure things out after a breakup, he would soon find out that she was in a new relationship. And it's like, wait a minute, what? Here I am trying to be respectful, not trying to make her hurry up and get into something new, but here she is already entering into something new while still keeping me in that quote unquote friend zone. He just couldn't understand this. And so he sent me this here video saying this. He says, D, remember I said I was good friends with this girl 3 years while she went through 2 boyfriends? One of them twice. But it's all good. It says, man, watching this, maybe I was too damn respectful. So after watching this video here, he's reflecting on what he did, and he's thinking to himself, well, damn, I just should have went right on in head first. Like, wait a minute, pause, not the type of head first, but I could have just went in head first. Like, yeah, you keep on breaking up with these niggas, dealing with these niggas. Let's give us a shot. Fuck that nigga. He's reflecting like, maybe I should have said fuck them niggas and pounced. You know what I'm saying? Just take advantage of the opportunity instead of trying to be respectful. And again, give her space and time. Right? And I can understand where he is coming from, right? But I responded, as Lil Big Sis always is gonna do, all right? And I said, I feel you, but you shouldn't have to tell a woman to choose you or to let somebody else go, in my opinion. Then I went on to ask him if he mind if I made this a dope discussion, all right? But he responded to that and he says, yes, you are absolutely right, Danica. That's why I never tried to make her choose me. Never tried to break them up. We were just friends. It was not until sometime after her last breakup, I thought, hey, we get along great and have a lot in common. We could be more. Silly me. Sure, Danica, you can talk about it absolutely. However you want to do it, anonymous or not. I literally have songs about this and I'm going to put them out there. It says, yeah, the struggle is real. And that's why a lot of us men relate to your content. He says, thanks for being considerate. And no, I don't mind if you say my name. The last thing I'm worried about is the chat, because I let him know, like, hey, I kind of want to keep you anonymous. I don't want them to drag you in the chat. He said he don't care about the chat. Okay. But if he is in the chat, or if he can respond in the text thread or whatever, and via Patreon, and let me know, because I think he did tell us this as far as him shooting his shot respectfully, and then her turning around and saying that she don't see him like that. I believe that is what happened. So maybe that's why he's saying maybe he was too respectful. Maybe he just should have said fuck that nigga. Let's give us a shot. I don't know. All right. But nevertheless, my stand still remains. I don't feel like a man should have to, in my opinion, from what I could see from this dialogue or this breakdown or interpretation of what happened, I don't feel like a man should have to dirty Mac in order to get his wife. I don't. I think that a woman should already choose you and already know that she finds you to be a man of interest already. Right? So, for example, I'll use myself, okay? If you know my history, then you know I'm not going to get into all of that. It's for my A1 Day 1 crown heads anyway. But long story short, I was involved with a guy before my husband, and he was not the greatest of men, okay? Let's just say I was big mama in that relationship in more ways than one. It was trash, okay? Every stereotype that you could put on a woman and put on a man, that's what it was. Was it a Pookie situation? No. Was it a Ray Ray situation? Yes, okay? Like, damn, what's the difference? Don't worry about it, okay? But it was very much so a Ray Ray ass nigga. And so when I came across my husband, yeah, I let him know I'm interested in you. It was not a friend zone situation. It was not a thing of, hey, I got a man, but can we be friends? That's not what happened. All right. Eric Bell absolutely was under the impression and very aware that I wanted him. Because I was tired of Ray Ray. If you know, you know. Okay. I was tired of Ray Ray. So that's what I'm saying. Even if she's already involved with somebody else, she's going to let you know, I want you. I like you. Eric wasn't in this mode of, nah, fuck that nigga. Leave that nigga. You know, come be with me. It wasn't that. As a matter of fact, my husband was like, I don't even feel comfortable doing all of this. If you with somebody, I don't even want to talk to you. Because I don't do friendships with females. That was what my husband was on. If I'm attracted to you, I'm not getting ready to be somebody that's strung along or anything of that sort. I'm not going to be somebody that is on the side. None of that. It's either that or this. So even within that, it was still a matter of me letting him know I like you and I want you. It wasn't, oh, you just a friend. This was no Mario shit. If you know, you know. Shout out to Mario. Mario got some good hits out here. You say I'm just a friend. It wasn't that. So in my opinion, a man should not have to dirty Mac his way into a wife, into a relationship. Women already fucking know. Can we let's peep the game and keep it 1,000. Women already know if she wants to be with you or not. It's not an instance of, oh, what's going on? Y'all being messy? My mother-in-law being messy in the group chat. Yeah, so silly. But anyway, let's stay on topic. Tokyo says women use men for emotional, financial support the same way men use women for sex. Okay, modern women will use you for what they can and throw you away, and that's actual facts. A woman already knows if she wants to be with you. If you have to tell her to be with you or tell her to leave this nigga alone or she don't want you. Okay? Hold on, let me make sure I'm keeping up with y'all. And get the lights up. Thank y'all for being here. Impromptu, per usual. Y'all know how we do. We always random. Let me see. Okay, I got Tokyo and I got Toronto. Okay, great. But let's get into it, Tokyo, though. Because when it comes to a woman, she already knows if she wants you. There's no matter of, oh, yeah, I don't see you like that. Or, oh, we just friends. No, absolutely not. And if ever you have to tell her what to do, you might not want to be with her. Now, let's take this back. We already played it twice all the way through, but let's take this back and break this down. Because it's, in my opinion, there are things wrong on both ends of this, right?
August 12th, he said, you need to let that man go. I said, do you get what you're telling me? Like, again, like, do you understand what you're telling me? He said, fuck that nigga. I said, excuse me? Like, do you understand what you're saying? Like, you're saying let go of a man that's marriage minded for you because you're ready for commitment. He said, like I said, fuck that nigga.
Let's peep some game. Because like I said, first things first, if you had to intervene, interject, and say, oh, leave that man alone, come be with me, she don't want you, my guy. Let's start there. You were friend zoned. All right. Second off, when it comes to the women, ladies, you should be very, very weary of a man that is being so intrusive like this. Especially, and I said it earlier, especially somebody who is seemingly dirty macking. Now, she just let it be known that her now husband was aware of the fact that she was dealing with a guy that she was, I guess, clearly deeply involved with, so much so that they were talking about marriage. Right? He already knew that she was dealing with a guy that she was seriously involved with. They were committed. There was no guessing about anything. They were working towards marriage. So, for you to be with a man at that level, and now all of a sudden, your friend wants to, again, intervene, and say, man, fuck that nigga. You might want to be very weary of him, because first things first, that's a red flag to me that maybe he's very jealous. Second off, maybe he's very controlling, dominating. And dare I also throw in the ABUSE word, abuse. I don't think that I would trust a guy like that. Why did it take for you to get jealous? Because that's essentially what happened. Why did it take for you to get jealous and for you to see that, hey, that relationship is kind of unfolding? It's kind of evolving and turning into something serious. Why did it take for that to transpire for you to all of a sudden want to be real about your true feelings for me? I don't trust it. You don't even know if that man was genuinely into you, or he was just trying to, again, have some kind of dominance over you, some kind of possession over you. You don't know. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bypass all them other guys. Because if y'all peep game, and we gonna get into it, but if y'all peep game, she was dealing with countless dudes. But now all of a sudden that she's dealing with somebody on a serious level, and you see, again, this is progressing. Now all of a sudden you want to be my man? Fuck that nigga. I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Okay? In my opinion, a true masculine man would remove himself, let you know first things first how he feels, right? That's what grown men do. A grown man not gonna let you, you know what I'm saying? Just string him along. He just gonna play the background. Like, no. Let's be real about how we feel. Let's be transparent and honest. We grown as fuck. So first things first, he's gonna let you know, hey, this is how I feel about you. This is what I would like for us to evolve into. and then allow you the space and time to make the decision of what you want to do. And while you were still involved with said guy, again, let me remove myself. Let me back away. But you know how I feel. But to prevent myself from getting too emotionally invested, right? To prevent myself from having any kind of emotional turmoil or any kind of heartache and drama and all of that conflicting type of energies and feelings, I'm going to remove myself. As long as you know this is how I feel, this is my intentions, this is what I would like to happen. After that, it is out of your control. It's you back away. A grown man gonna tell you how he feels and back away and let you make your own decisions. It's not gonna be no, oh bitch, fuck that nigga, come be with me. Nah, fuck that nigga. I don't like that. Okay, so that could actually be a red flag on his end as well, in my opinion. Y'all let me know if y'all agree or disagree. Okay, and be honest. Like, nah, nigga, you putting too much sauce on it. It wasn't that deep. He just really liked her and he let it be known what it was. He was just being a alpha male, whatever you want to say about it. But in my opinion, that's red flaggish. I don't like it. I don't like it. Fuck that nigga. Like, damn. Now you see I'm, again, maybe happy. Now you see that I'm maybe getting ready to settle down. Now all this hostile energy, I don't like it. Okay? But again, back to the men. Because again, one of my A1 Day One crown heads came through and, gave me this content. So I want to go back to the men on this. As your little big sis, respectfully. The reason why, in my opinion, this is a red flag also, and I'm telling y'all don't do this, is because this is a woman, in my opinion, that is in desperate search for a title only. She's not really caring for real about having a strong foundation. She's not really caring for real about having a strong connection with a man like that. She gives me the impression that, yeah, I want that. But what I really want is to just be married type shit. And I'm going to explain to you why in a second. And tell y'all why that's a red flag. Okay, hold on. Let's take it back.
So like I said, fuck that nigga. And I was like, oh, okay. So the very next day, I sent a message and I let that man know.
Wait, you cut the man off before you got the ring?
Yeah.
Because he said, oh no, girl.
Oh no, it gets crazier. Did you guys that was August 12th. I let go of the dude. And then August 18th, we got married.
And you know what? And I don't know this to be fact. I'm just speculating, and y'all know I'm a little bit psychic, and I'm a divine game peeper. I would almost bet you my last fucking dollar that she made him hurry up and marry her 6 days after that. And the reason why I'm going to go ahead on a limb and say that I believe that is actual fact, in my humble opinion, I'm just making shit up, speculating, is because in her mind, she made the ultimate sacrifice already. So the least you can do is hurry up and do it. Like I said, you really don't want to do this, fellas, because a woman like this is just thirsty and desperate for marriage, period. Whoever is the first one to do this shit, we ready to go. That's dangerous to me. All right? Whoever hurry up and buy, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sell it to them. You don't want to be with a chick like this. Honestly, I don't even care about the history. She's talking about, oh no, we were friends for so long, and you know, his whole family knew me, and my family, they knew him, and this, that, and I don't even give a damn about that. You know why? Because she still didn't choose him. He had to dirty Mac and bully his way into a relationship with her. Other than that, he was friend zoned. Hold on, y'all. I got too much stuff open. He was friend zoned. I don't trust it. On both ends, in my humble opinion, it's all just kind of flawed. You got a nigga dirty macking and bullying his way into being chose. That's not cute. There's so much wrong with that. Like, why would you even want to do like that? Like, no. And then on her end, she's ready and willing to just be like, oh, okay, fuck that man. I'm getting ready to get with you. Although he was putting in all the work and he was doing this and we was making progress. But because she wanted to hurry up, and maybe she was more comfortable, whatever, with said guy, and she felt like, oh, okay, cool. She just went ahead and did that. On both fronts, red flags. Now, let's go further with this, because I want you all to really peep the game on the issue with her. Because like I said, my brothers are coming to me, asking me certain things, talking to me about certain things. And so I really want to drive home certain points for y'all, so y'all can really be aware of what's at play. Okay?
Wait, 6 days later?
August 18th, he called my dad somewhere in there, asked him for permission to marry me. My whole family knows him. All my friends know him. His mom, when he called his mom and said, Mom, I'm getting married. She said, to who? Sarah? Anybody that he told, everybody was like, to Sarah? When I was like, I'm getting married, they were like, to who? Like,
now, this is why I'm saying, and this is why women think I'm a pick-me, male-identified bitch, and I'm always just caping for men. No, it's just that there's so many countless examples of women just being super flawed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be more flawed than the fucking men. Now, I want y'all to peep the game with this. Do I feel like old dude was kind of sketchy for being like, fuck that nigga, and dirty macking and bullying his way into a relationship and marriage? Yes. Okay. That gives very possessive. That gives very jealous. That gives very dictator-esque type of energy. I don't like it. Okay. That gives very possessive. Don't like it. All right. However, we gotta be real about this and peep the game. This chick here, in my humble opinion, is the type of chick that is so desperate to, again, have a status, be married, you know, be with a guy. And she also gives me the impression that she looks for, oh, this is going to sound so bad. And I'm not faulting her for this. Let's make this abundantly clear. I'm not faulting her for what I'm getting ready to say, but sometimes it could be to a fault. I understand that it is in our nature as women to look for stability and security. Yeah, she gives me controlling as well. But it's control, in my opinion, on both ends. Fuck that nigga. No, get rid of him. That's crazy to me. That's red flag. I don't like that. You should allow people, again, the opportunity to make their own decisions. You don't bully your way in dirty man. Like, I don't like that. But let's peep the game, though, with this. This chick right here gives me the impression that she is hypergamous to a fault. Because, like I said, I understand that it is in our nature as women to look for stability and security, providers and all of that. She gives me the impression that not only is she severely thirsty, hungry, and desperate to be somebody's wife because in her mind it's going to boost her status symbol and this, that, and the third. But it had to be to a certain kind of guy, which is fine, right? I'm not knocking her for that. However, she does give me is to a fault, which is why she does not care, from my observation, in my opinion, that the guy does not really have to take the time. Like, she don't mind just getting rid of somebody to hurry up and get into a new relationship. Let me try to paint that picture a little bit better. A healthy woman, right? And y'all like the video. Share the video and subscribe. Thank y'all for being here. We so damn random every damn time we live stream. So I appreciate y'all. A healthy woman. Let me exit this. And I'm going to bring her back in a second. A healthy woman, you all. She's going to want a man that, yes, can provide for her. Love her properly. Respect her. Teach her. Take care of her. Yes. However, she's going to want those attributes coming from a man that she is extremely compatible with. First things first, a man that she really feels loves her, honors her, so on and so forth. Right? She's not just going to so wistfully hop from one man to the next man to the next man because she cares about establishing a genuine connection with said man first. This is why I don't trust women. In my opinion, y'all, I could be wrong. Y'all say I'm outdated, but clearly the shit that I say works. And a lot of the women that are happily married today, they did the same shit I did as far as dealing with one man at a time. If y'all peep game on a lot of these chicks out here like her that would influence and advise for women to date multiple men at a time, those marriages don't last long or they never marry. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to wish anything bad on her marriage. I hope that it works out for her. Okay? It seems like she has a deep bond with said man and, you know, they have history. The families get along. That's great. I hope that it works. But when it comes to women who are hypergamous to a fault, to where it's like, man, I don't give a fuck who that nigga is. Just come on. Whoever ready. You know, whoever got the biggest bag, whoever, you know, come to the porch rapidly, fast as fuck, trying to do what he need to do. That's who I'm choosing. Women like that is shaky and flaky foundation. That is, in my opinion, the type of chick that would get with you because you ready and you seemingly got the biggest bag and you coming through real aggressive and macho and big and bad like how she likes, because a lot of chicks, they like toxic ass niggas. That's why I'm saying on both ends, it's a little bit red flaggish to me. That turned her on when he came through like, yeah, fuck that nigga. I don't like that type of energy. No. I don't want no dirty making ass dude. I don't want no big bully ass dude. I want somebody who's so chill, so cool, so sure of himself. Bitch, I ain't gotta tell you what the fuck to do. You know what to do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be over here. You gonna come find me when you ready, because I already know what type of gravitational pull I got. That's the type of guy that you want. You don't want no nigga bombarding his way through like, no, bitch, you my bitch. No, I don't. And no, I'm not. Okay? But at any rate, with me being a little bit psychic and a divine gamekeeper, she does give me that energy of whoever is ready and willing to come on and do this. I don't care about our history like that. Could that work in our favor? Sure. Right? So I feel like in this case or in this scenario, it worked out in her favor because at least it was a guy that she had history with. At least it was a guy that her family knew and, you know, his family was familiar with her. So at least you had those components working for you But at the end of the day, as a divine gamekeeper, she does give me the energy of the hypergamous to a fault type of chick. I'm not going to court one man at a time so that I can genuinely establish a bond and connection with him and genuinely see, are we compatible? Would we work? Could I spend the rest of my life with you? That is a healthy-minded woman, in my opinion. A healthy-minded woman is going to date one guy at a time. You know why? Because that one guy that she's dating at a time is going to be heavily invested into her. He's going to, without a shadow of a doubt, let her know, yes, I am serious about you, right? My intentions are to get married, to start a family with you, whatever. But it's going to be something that is severely and strongly emphasized as far as what his intentions are. That's why I advise for women to date one man at a time. It is only the women out here who are dealing with ain't shit ass niggas. You don't know what the fuck his plans are with you. You don't know if he's really liking you or not. So that's why you have to juggle 11 different men, because all of them on bullshit, and you got to make sure that if this one fall by the wayside, you got to back up. We don't play that type of shit. We date, quote unquote, intentionally. One man at a time, one woman at a time, because you can't even really see if this person is for you. If you dating Kevin and you dating Mike and you dating, you know what I'm saying, all these different people simultaneously. No, I don't believe in that. I don't. I would never advise for women to do that. And dare I say, they can be extremely overwhelming. No, I'm not going to do that. And so that's why, in my strong and humble opinion, this chick here is falling under that category. She just so happened to have things that worked out in her favor. But nevertheless, she's the same type of chick to where she's hypergamous to a fault. I'll marry whoever, as long as the bag right, as long as he ready and willing to go right here, right now, because I'm ready. I want the status. I want access. I want. Yeah, she does give me that. And so, in my opinion, she was a gigantic red flag for that guy. Because first things first, sir, she didn't even choose you first. You were in her back pocket. She had you so deep in the tuck, she was getting ready to marry another nigga. You just a friend to her. It wasn't until you got on some toxic shit like fuck that nigga, leave that nigga. That's when she wants you. Red flag. Because more than likely she a toxic ass female. The whole time. Let's say that her husband that she ended up being with, and I hope that it works out. I really do. But let's say that her husband that she ended up being with is a stand-up brother, a solid gentleman. Let's say he is that. Why didn't you see that he was a husband all along, like she said, way back when? Because I'm sure he had been a gentleman. He had been a husband material this whole time. But it took for him to be on some toxic big bully energy for you to be like, oh yeah, I'm finna break up with this. Red flag. I don't trust this. I don't. Men don't do this. Never bombard or bully your way into a relationship. Don't ever do this shit. If she didn't choose you, if she wasn't checking for you, don't do this shit. You can't trust it. She only saw your value when you was on some toxic big bully energy. That's red flag territory. Because she toxic too. She gonna be on some who that bitch type of energy. Because that's the type of energy that she seemingly likes. And so many people thought this shit was cute. Like, oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, you know, your boyfriend is blocking you from your husband. This shit ain't cute. You know what I'm saying? Can't say Pookeisha on the rebound. Whoopsie. And like I'm saying, you all, it is levels and layers to every conversation, right? So it's going to be exceptions here and there. There's going to be always different nuances and so on and so forth. But from what I can observe and see from this interaction in this scenario, this shit don't look right. It don't. I can't. I hope it works. Okay, I'm put it like that. But more often than not, I don't see this panning out. You know how y'all think it may, or may think it should. You know, like, oh no, they cool with the family. But look at this. She didn't even like him outside of a platonic friendship. When he was being nice and respectful the whole time, she never took him serious. She wasn't dropping nan nigga for this dude. So now that he toxic, okay, ooh, that's hubby right there. Red flag. But what did she just say? This right here was the dead giveaway. Like, dude, don't you ever fuck with a chick like that. The reason why I'm going to go ahead and give the dude the benefit of the doubt is because all of the people in his family, they were already aware of the fact that he was interested in her and he wanted to be with her. So that tells me that maybe he had always liked this girl, always loved this woman, you know, always talking about her to his mom, talking about her to his cousin, his sister, his whole family knew about her. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt off that alone. But if we remove those facts and details, I would say that that's extremely toxic the way that he went about this. Very red flag is the way he went about this. But according to her own words, I have to go ahead and give him a pass with that. Because she, in a nutshell, was painting the picture of, no, he was always serious about me. He always wanted to be with me. He always loved me. So much so his whole family knew. I just didn't. You know why? Because you didn't want his ass. But you're the type, in my opinion, that is just so thirsty to hurry up and check off milestones that you say, okay, well, yeah, you ready today, so let's go ahead. At least I already know you good enough. You know, the family know you, my family know you, they know me. Okay, let's go ahead and just do it. I mean, you checking off most of the list anyway. I wouldn't trust it. She had multiple different guys. Multiple. He told his family, oh, I'm getting ready to get married. They knew exactly who the fuck to who. When it came to her, they was like, to who? You got so many different niggas. And that's the woman that you want to be with. A woman that is prioritizing multiple different men over you. You were not even in the runner-up seat. You were not even in the field. You were not even on the playground, on the court. You were on the bench, the friend zone bench at that. So you'll never even get in the game. You had to say, oh, I'm done being in the friend zone. For her to look at you, nigga, red flag. I hope it works out, though. I do. But the reason why I don't trust it, and I would tell for a man to never do this, is because, like I said, she gives me the energy of she don't care to who for real in the grand scheme of it all. And the reason why I'm putting the word for real in there is because she seems like she does have certain requirements that she would like for a man to meet. Right? So I want a man to make this type of money. I want a man who, you know, I can, you know, kind of talk to a little bit. And, you know, I want a man that looks like this and has this going on. But That's from whoever comes my way. Whoever says, okay, let's do this shit. Like, it's fair game. Can you really feel secure with a woman like that? To where it's just fair game? And I always tell my brothers this. I always have told y'all from day one, and y'all can quote me on this shit, because I stand on my integrity. I stand on me being consistent. I always said this shit. I'll always tell my brothers from day one, as y'all little big sis, you have got to get with a woman who is there for you as a man first. It cannot be for what you can do for her. It cannot just be for what she can get out of you, what you have. If you were to lose all that shit tonight, would that woman be there with you tomorrow to help you get that shit back? That's what you look for. She don't give me that she that type. Respectfully, she don't. She was building a strong foundation, seemingly, with this guy that she just went ahead and dumped. All because her friend zone dude was like, oh, I'll marry you tonight. I'll marry you today. I want to be with you. Fuck that nigga. And then, again, she seems like she's so much of a control freak that, again, is thirsty and desperate for a status symbol, thirsty and desperate to be a wife and all that and have access and all that, that she would be the type to say, okay, if I drop him tonight, you better go ahead and follow through. I ain't gonna be waiting around you to do this, waiting around on you to do that. We better be married by next Tuesday. And he probably really liked her so much so that he went ahead and proceeded with it. But can you trust a woman that could just drop a man that she was just talking about getting married to? Like that? All because the next man's like, oh, I'm ready tonight. Maybe and the guy that she dropped probably was the better man for her. Low key. Could have been. Because maybe he wanted to wait another 5 months, another year. It's like, oh no, you taking too long. I already got a nigga right here who ready to go next week. So yeah, I'm done with you. Do you trust a woman like that? To where it's not about you as the man. It's about what you can offer to me right now when I want it, how I want it, where I want it. No, I don't like it. Men don't ever do this. From your little big sis, respectfully. Now, you can do what the fuck you want to do. But would I advise you to do this? No. Would I advise you to bombard your way into a relationship with a bitch who friend zoned you? No. Y'all know what this is reminiscent of? This is reminiscent. Let's make up a dumbass analogy and scenario. This is reminiscent to me of somebody already picking somebody to be on their team, right? Like, you know what? Yeah, I like him. I'm gonna go ahead and put him on my team. Put him on my team. Him on my team. Him on my team. Him on my team. And I see you. I know of you. I just don't feel like you're good enough to be on my team, though. Let's say it's a basketball team. Let's just make up some shit. Yeah, I mean, you kind of hitting the mark, but you're not quite there. You ain't got the height for real like that. I don't think you got the skill level for real like that. I mean, but you good enough. Like, I feel like you cool to just kind of maybe chop it up about the team with. But to put you on the court, no. Right? You're like my assistant coach type shit. But do I want you to be? No. And you're not even an assistant coach for real. Like you just somebody I talk to, like I said, about the team. You ain't on the roster at all. You ain't on the pay roll at all. You're not an assistant coach. You're not the other coach. You just somebody, when I come home from, dealing with the teammates, I chop it up about, man, today was a hard day, running plays at the gym today. Oh, yeah, what happened? Man, this happened. Oh, well, next time maybe do this and maybe do that. You know what? That's a good idea. Looking ass. So you giving all the tips, all the the great advice of what you should do as far as building up the roster on the team, all of that. And like I said, I knew of you. And maybe you do have a lot of great insight. Like you probably could play on the team for real. Because the type of advice that you give to me, it seems like you know the game pretty well. But I just still don't feel like you good enough looking ass. So I'll never even throw you in there until one day you say, look, fuck that whole team. Can I just buy you out so that you don't even have to have the team at all? You ain't got to worry about running different plays, and you ain't got to worry about none of that no more. Can I just buy you out? Can I buy you out of this team? And I was like, oh, well, I guess so. Yeah, fuck the team. Let's make it even worse. Let's say the team goes to hell, right? And you come up with your own team, and your team blowing all the other teams out the damn water. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, big head, can I come on your team? Maybe I could be your assistant coach or something on your team because I see you doing real good. It's like, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. But here come your goofy ass. Oh, yeah, I can make some room. I always wanted you to be an assistant coach on my team. I always. Looking ass. Wasn't even checking for you. You were just somebody for me to vent to, get my stress out on. Yeah, they driving me crazy. He always traveling the ball and shit. He missing all the damn free throws, and I just can't take this. That's all you get. But as soon as you start offering some shit, bribing, as soon as you start doing too much, now I'm saying, oh yeah, I always liked it. You, bitch, please. That's a fake ass bitch. No. You was never going to get no play, no action until you had to bully your way in or buy your way in, dirty back your way in. Do you really want a relationship like that? No, because the bitch don't even like you for real. She desperate for whatever. Just come on. I just want a successful team. I just want some money. I just want... Get the fuck out of here. I don't care who give it to me. Just give it. No, that's dangerous. That's dangerous to me. And maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe you disagree. Let me see what y'all saying. Thank you, MIA Adam. It says, little sis, I'm going to ask you again. You said it's good women still on the scene. Where they at, though? You know what a good women are, honestly. And we had a dope discussion about this. They in the house. Thank you, Eric. It said, okay, got that one. But they in the house, y'all. The good women see the climate just like how y'all see the climate. And they saying, you know what? Since the good men not outside anyway, let me keep my ass in the house. It's so fucked up out here. I might as well just stay in the house and read a book. The good women are at home watching Netflix. I'm just saying. They got a whole series on Netflix that they watch, and that's what they at. The good women are at home listening to audibles, reading books. They're not outside at all. The good women are at the park jogging with their dogs. You know, because a real woman could never jogging and sweat out my silk press. Hell no. So yeah, they're very much so homebodies. But this whole thing was like a red flag to me. And since it was my brothers that came to me with this scenario, I really wanted to highlight what was extremely problematic in regards to this female. Okay. This woman, this is not the type that you would go after or you would strong arm into a relationship. Because in my opinion, she's for the highest bidder. Whoopsie. Y'all want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. A lot of women out here are for the highest bidder. I don't care about you. Let's peep the game, y'all. Because she going into, oh, yeah, they already, like, it was perfect because, you know, my family already knew him. They loved him, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. She already had all of that knowledge before you had the dirty Mac and bully your way into a relationship. So she already knew her family liked you. She already knew your family liked her. She already knew y'all was cool. But she didn't see your ass like that. Now, did she, sir? No. She didn't just finally have this epiphany of, oh, he's a good man, Savannah. Oh, I should be with him. I want him. He perfect. He the good match for me. She already knew that shit. She did not want you. Don't ever do this shit. This the dumbest shit a man could do. In my humble opinion. Shout out to my husband's gym. Almighty's Fitness. Okay? Nation. She didn't want you, sir. Don't ever do no shit like this. A woman knows. I know when you want me, and I know when I want you. It's just a matter of, do I want to make the move or not? Whoopsie. She already had all prior knowledge of all of this, prior to all of that. And she still didn't want your ass. Even though you would have fit in very great with the family. Even though she would have fit in very great with your family. She didn't give a fuck. You know why? You weren't her type. But because a lot of these women, no shade, they get very desperate and lonely as they get older. They're looking around. And what do I keep on hitting on? Status symbols. They're looking around and they're wanting to check off certain milestones, check off certain boxes. Right? So you're just a checklist for her. You're just a check mark for her. So it gets to a point to where it's like, oh, I'll take whoever. As long as you hitting this, and this, I don't really care about who you are and what kind of connection we got and all of this. But if it pans out to be something that connects or makes sense, great. But really, you know, shit, anybody could have got it. It's just that you was ready and willing. Faster than them. So like I'm saying, y'all, you want to get with a woman that genuinely wants a connection with you on an individual basis. You don't want to be a check mark. You don't want to be a checklist meter. You know, to where that's all you are. It's very reminiscent of getting a job. I don't want to feel like I'm just getting a job and I'm supposed to be spending the rest of my life with you. I don't want that. No, I don't. I want you to hire me because you feel like, no, Nobody can do this shit better than you. You understand me. You get me. You understand the job. You get the job. Like, no. I wanted to go way deeper to where it's like, no, nobody else could fill this seat but Danica. Nobody else could fill this seat but Tony. Nobody else could fill this seat but Mark. Not, oh, I'll take Tony, Mark, Stacy, Stanley, Harry. I'll take any one of y'all. It's just a matter of whoever, you know, want to hurry up and do it first. Fuck you. And a lot of women operate like this, fellas. They do. And I need y'all to be very mindful and aware of that. And not get your feelings hurt. Or not get used. Like, don't be this naive and gullible to feel like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm safe. No, you're not. You're definitely not safe with this type of chick to where she has a roster and a rotation. And it's just a matter of who gonna hurry up and do it. Hurry up and do what I want you to do. Girl. Thank you, MIA. It says, I got another hey big head text yesterday. I bet you did. Because what did I just say? A lot of these chicks out here, you all, they start getting older and they're looking around. And they want to have certain boxes checked off their list. Certain milestones met. I don't care about who. I just care about getting it done by this time frame. That's dangerous. Thank you, Jabari. It says, that's why I love my Puerto Rican fiance. She's shooting with me in the gym while I'm working at Domino's and starting Georgia Tech before football next year. Whereas the sisterhood only want the end result. No, thank you. Stay away. Lord have mercy. Now, me personally, Jabari, as a black woman, a part of the quote unquote sisterhood, okay? Like my baby sister said, I am Keisha, okay? At the end of the day, although I could be a better Keisha, I'm still Keisha, okay? Even though I don't want to be a part of the sisterhood, okay? And I'm strongly against the fucking sisterhood. From the outside looking in, it's going to look like all the Nika sisterhood. Because I'm a black woman. So, on a personal note, I don't like hearing shit like this, Jabari. Okay? On a personal note, this some bullshit. Okay? But generally and objectively speaking, I can't be mad at Jabari because just from what I'm able to observe and witness within my community, a lot of black women, especially of a particular age, are not going for this type of shit. Nigga, I'm not shooting with you in no motherfucking gym, bitch. No, like I said, and sweat out my silk press. I think the fuck not. That's struggle love. Yeah, go do struggle love with them bitches over there. I ain't doing that. Do you know who I am? A bad bitch. I don't play that. So, personally, I don't like it. But objectively, I can't even be mad at Jabari. Because that is how the bulk of us operate. And they say that women like me who would promote for you to get with somebody that you are equally yoked to, that you love, that loves you back, that supports you back, that is ambitious, that is motivated, that is putting in the fucking work. I would tell y'all to get with that man and build with him. Not build him, build with him. But oh no, I can't do that. And you know why we can't do that, especially in the sisterhood, aka the black community? The reason why we can't do that is because we wait till we too fucking old to try to do something. What do you mean by that, Danica? Oh, I'll tell you proudly. While we're young, we outside. Let it marinate like seasoning. While we're young, we outside. I'm too young to be tied down. I'm lit. I can have any nigga I want to have. You know how many niggas want to be with me? No, they don't want to be with you. They want to fuck you. Let's not get it twisted. But we do. Each and every time because we young, turn, fine, and lit. So no, I'm not going to settle for Jabari, especially not while I'm young. Nigga, please. It is very rare in our community that women do what I did. Find your husband while you're in your 20s. Build with him, not build him. Find you a man, a young man that's already on his way. Or hell, find a man that's already made it. Who gives a fuck? But do it early. We don't do that. We outside. We wasting our fucking life, wasting our youth, wasting our time on fuck dudes at that. Not even quality men. Our version of living our life and, you know, getting it out of our system and having experience is fucking as many low quality, low budget niggas as possible. Then, when we're 32, 34, 35, 36, 30, maybe 30, because 30 is still, I'm still outside. Now you want to hurry up and buy. Now you want to hurry up and buy. Now you want to hurry up and try. Now you want to hurry up and be a wife. And you have no lived experience or no practice at being or doing such a thing. Your reputation is bad now because you're being reckless and ran through. You're not as hot as you used to be. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Health declining. Like, bitch, no. But you're advancing in age. And you're far behind in life. Ain't that a catch-22, Toranzo? You advance and far behind at the same motherfucking time. It's a nasty game. Oh man, I gotta hurry up and do this and clean this up and polish that up and get this in order and get that together. Playing catch up and clean up in your mid to late 30s and 40s is crazy. But I digress. No, I don't. I'm gonna keep on. Put the pedal to the metal. We're gonna talk. Now all of a sudden you looking around, I need a husband. I'm tired of being outside. I done lived my life. It's time for me to settle down. And nobody fucking wants you. What'd I just say? Your reputation is trash. You've been outside too much. The guys who wanted to settle down with you, build with you, don't want you no more. They already found their wives. Or they just don't want you at all. They could be single as a motherfucking dollar bill. And guess what? They still don't want your ass. Hell nah. That bitch fell off. Or maybe you still fine. But once again, you a reckless ran through hoe. You a bad look. But now that you are advanced in age, but you're behind in life, you not only need to hurry up and get married, but you have to hurry up and get married to a certain type of man who can clean this shit up. That's why I can't build with you. I'm too old to be building with a nickel. You better already have that shit together. Yeah, because, bitch, I'm already old as hell. I'm already wasting too much damn time. I already got way too much to clean up to be out here in my later years in life trying to build. Nigga, please. You know, I love me a nice sweet tea from Chick-fil-A. Be mad at your mama. Okay. I got a sweet tea and a salad. Cobb salad base, no bacon. That's what I eat at Chick-fil-A. The fuck? But yeah, that's why. And before you know it, that is our story. Don't build with no man. Because you ain't got time. Because you too much in shambles. You can't build with no man. Bitch, build with what? You ain't got nothing that a man would want to build with. You know what else, Jabari? I'm sorry I'm going off on a tangent. But you know what else, Jabari? Another reason why in our community we don't want to build with a man is because we already wasted our motherfucking time and our youth building with ain't shit ass niggas that we know damn well we should have never been with, let alone building with them. You can't build with a nigga who in construction, him damn self as a man, No, he needs to be already a man first. Now you can build with him. But y'all be outside also falling in love with Dirty Dick Derek. And I'm so sorry, Mainline. I know your name, Derek. I don't mean it like that. Okay. And I'm going to read that in a second. But you outside falling in love with Dirty Dick Derek after being piped down and wiped down by 11 different dudes at one motherfucking sitting. Thinking that, oh yeah, because the dick's so good, then maybe one day, someday, I can also turn him into a good man. That way the good dick can match. And it don't pan out. Because the whole time, you trying to build Dirty Dick Derek into being a man instead of building the foundation. Building on the foundation that should already be built. We're going to get to the foundation later, but right now I'm focused on getting, Dirty Dick Derek to be a man first. I'm building on that first. And y'all do that over and over and over again. All your youth. Dealing with dudes you know damn well you shouldn't be with. But because he know how to spit game at you real good and dick you down real good, whatever the fuck. You wasting all your damn youth and all your damn time. Now you older and you finally made up your mind to leave him. 3 kids later or no kids later. You got it in your mind now, I'll never build with a man again. I'll never build again. I'll never build with a man again. But the catch to it is you've never built with a man. You never had one to build with. You were too busy trying to build a male into being a man that you wasted all your damn time. Now you jaded. Talking about you ain't gonna never do some shit you never done before in your life. How you gonna say you ain't gonna never build with no man again if you never even built with a man before? So that's why, you'll see the majority of black women talking about, oh, no, I ain't building with no man. I ain't got time to be building with no man. Because they already waste so much time doing bullshit. Thank you, the main line. It says she went to her favorite restaurant, her favorite dish taken off the menu. She sees nothing on the menu she likes, but she's starving. And she says, I guess I'll have that then if you ain't got what I want. Ain't that the biggest? You know what, the main lion? That was the perfect analogy. Salute to you. That was the perfect fucking analogy. That was better than my dumbass basketball team analogy. This is perfect. This is, I'm just going to settle for this. I mean, if you ain't got nothing else, then I'll take this. Because that's free. That's a free menu, right? Okay, I'll take that one then. I'll just go ahead. I mean, I really had a taste for, a little bit of, what y'all bitches be eating? Shrimp, lobster. I had a taste for that, but I mean, if all you got is some chicken noodle soup, I mean, I guess. Hell no, I don't want to be with no bitch like that. No. This is the type of woman, in my opinion, and a lot of women do this, y'all. The type of woman who will take anything that's ready and willing to give it from anybody. As long as you hit this and hit that and hit this, I'll take it. Get to know you, I don't really care about that. But luckily, in this instance, we're friends already. I never looked at you like that before, but I mean, hey, you are here. And you already willing to offer. I mean, I guess I'll be more comfortable with you anyway, so okay. You don't want to be with a bitch like this. Your family know all about her. And then when they came to her, they ain't know. They like, which nigga? You got so many. Which one is it, bitch? Who finna marry you? Cortez? No. Oh, Marcus. No. Oh, Justin. Girl, no. Stop playing. Hold on. This a tough one. That one dude you was talking to, Devin. Okay, now you playing too much. They ain't even say your damn name. No Destiny Child in this motherfucker. They ain't even say my name, say my name. They ain't say your motherfucking name. They like Brock. Corny Brock. Because definitely you was corny Brock. Friends on Brock. Girl. The one who always liked you all the way since college, since high school. I mean, you know what? I ain't mad at it because at least mama already met him. Daddy like him. He seemed real nice, real cool. But damn, I wanted you to get with Keith because Keith was so fine. What y'all just talking? Like, wasn't Keith trying to wipe you up? Yeah, but I mean, all I know is Brock say he ready to get married now. And you know, I'm getting older. And so I'm just thinking to myself, like, me and Brock already got history. You know what I'm saying? And bitch, please, men don't ever do no shit like this. And I'm gonna be real with you, sis. Like, Brock got some balls. Like, I was talking to Keith, right? The fine one day was trying to get married to me. Okay. Do you know what Brock said? He was like, fuck that nigga. Brock? Good God, Brock said, fuck that. Yes, girl. I mean, my panties got instantaneously wet. What? I just know. You mean Barack Brock? Yes, girl. The one who be talking like a politician. Wanna be fake ass Barack Obama. He said, fuck that nigga. Lead that nigga. Like, I ain't never heard Brock talk like that. And you know, I like me a little bit of toxicity. Silly shit. And she ain't know, her whole family know nothing about you on that level. They like, which one? Crazy.
Which one of them, you know, like, but I was like to Brock, and when I tell you, my parents are so happy because Brock is like, he's a husband already, you know.
Now let's peep that game. She said, when I told my parents, they were so happy because Brock was a husband already. Now let's peep this game. That told to me that her parents were very concerned, in my opinion, about the selection and the choice of men that she was dealing with. That tells to me that she had so many different niggas that she was juggling that her parents was like, oh shit, she ain't gonna never settle down. She dealing with too many dudes. Oh, she outside. So when you presented to them somebody that was safe, that they already knew of, that's when they felt like, whoo. Fellas, don't ever do no shit like this. Divorced already. Who divorced? Just because she got 10 bodies doesn't make her a 10. Shut up. They will be left alone quick, fast, and in a hurry. I wanna touch base on this. I want to go deeper into it because I do hear a lot of women advising women to do this. I hear a lot of women, especially in today's time, advising women and each other, even themselves, to date multiple men at once. And when I say multiple men, I'm talking about at least 5. At least 5 at a time. And their logic is, oh, well, I'm sure he fucking around with other bitches, so you need to be fucking around with other niggas too. You don't need to be all up under him, and you don't need to. Tell me you're operating from a place of trauma without telling me you're operating from a place of trauma. Thank you, Sorenzo. It says Mary Max versus Mary J. MJ knew she was a powerful flower inside and out of the garden and that she'd be chosen. Why MM is the flower of the concrete garden, the annoying, evasive weed pretending to be pretty. Bam her, Bammer, weed. Whoopsie. I see what you did there. Time to go back to the 80s. I don't know nothing about that. Okay. I was not even conceived in the 80s. However, let's slow down and peace and game. All right. Because I feel like in today's time, saying it like it is, we are doing way too much. Maybe we do need to go back to the old school to where, yes, we courted one person at a time. And when I'm saying this, I'm speaking once again in regards to dealing with people that you know are all about you and that are serious about you and progressing forward with you. Not dealing with guys who, again, are going to trigger you and bring a bunch of anxiety and stress and depression because you already know he a fuckboy and he always outside and dealing with different girls, different women. He's not serious. You don't know where he's at. You don't know where his head is going. I ain't saying that, you know? But I do feel like we are doing a disservice. And thank you so much, Lorenzo. When we are out here juggling different dick. Because that's ultimately what it ends up being. And don't get me wrong, I understand the logic behind why these women are saying this. Right? I understand that a lot of women feel like, you know, you don't want to get all invested into one guy and then it don't work out and now you got to start all the way back over. Well, bitch, you going to do that anyway. That's what you do when shit don't work out anyway. But I digress because once again, I do try to be understanding, right? Oh, you don't want to get all invested into him because he may be doing this or he may be with this girl and, you know, maybe he don't want to be with you, whatever. But at the end of the day, you all, I find it to be counterintuitive to pretty much distract yourself from a blessing because you're too unfocused and you're too divvied up. I kid y'all not, you all. Every woman that operated like that is happily married today. And have been married for a very long time. It wasn't this instance of, oh, I'm going to date him, and see where it goes with all of them. No. Find you a man that is like-minded. That's locked in on you too. And if shit don't work out between y'all, cool. On to the next. But I don't believe in juggling people. I don't. I feel like that's a recipe for cross-contamination. And y'all know what I mean. And I see a lot of chicks ultimately end up going down that path, right? To where you're dealing with multiple different guys at once. And let's say you like 3 out of the 5 guys, you sleeping with them. You know what I'm saying? And let's say those 3 guys that you're sleeping with, they're not even feeling you like that. This is not even something that's exclusive for them. You 1 out of 20. So then you end up getting emotionally invested into these guys, and lo and behold, like they ain't looking for nothing serious. Then the guys who you not fucking, they the ones who would have been the best man for the job. So I just feel like it's a recipe for disaster. It makes us way too unfocused. It makes us way too uncertain. It's like, damn, do I choose him? Do I choose him? Do I like him? Do it? It's too much. And quite honestly, I don't know. Do I want to say? I'm going to say it. Quite honestly, y'all, I don't believe that there are too many women out here who are that fucking sexually disciplined to be able to date multiple men at once. And I already know the argument. Just because we dating don't mean that we fucking, and just because it. Who do y'all really think y'all fooling? Just because you're not fucking all of them does not mean you're not having sex. You are. You are. Sis, I think y'all forget that I'm behind the scenes with y'all. I think y'all forget that I'm a woman too, and I'll be in close proximity and within earshot to hear y'all's conversations. Says, yes, you are. You will be dating 10 different guys, and you're having sex with 3 of them. 4 of them. And y'all just be one to act like y'all just so, oh no, I'm not doing it. No, you are. You know why else I feel like it's dangerous to promote the whole lifestyle of, dating multiple people at one time? Not only do I feel like y'all are not sexually disciplined and responsible enough to do that, but how can I frame this? Y'all end up placing yourself into a position of, I can't say it nice, prostitution, sugar babying, 304ing, whatever name and spin you want to put on it. I think a common one is sugar babying. That's what y'all end up setting yourselves up to be in the position of. I'm just being silly. They be dealing with a lot of different dudes though, but they're taught to do this to increase their odds. But you know what? So the irony to that though, y'all, the women, like I said, who date one man at a time, and they're serious about each other. The man says about her, she says about him. They end up working out versus the people who are out here juggling 5 different people, 20 different people, 3 different people. None of it works. And then let's say this, because this is some game for y'all. Let's say that you are dating multiple different people at once, and then you end up choosing one of them and getting married to them. Those relationships don't fucking last. You know why? Because you don't even know who the fuck that man is. Whoopsie! You know why you don't know who he is? Because you didn't take the time out to get to know him on an individual basis. You were juggling him, and him. And because he hurried up and met some quota or milestone or check mark on the list before the other guys did, you okay with him. I'm just not with it. But back to what I was saying. A lot of y'all end up setting yourselves up to be in the sugar baby, prostitute, escort, 304 lane by trying to date around. You know why? Because we're also being taught to use men. This is why you can be in a woman's friend zone. I think my phone getting hot. This is why you can be in a woman's friend zone forever. And she never chooses you. Or any guy for that matter, because she's getting something out of all of you. And I think somebody alluded to that in a super chat earlier. Hold on. Let me see who that was. A moment. Tokyo Traveler in a super chat says, Women use men for emotional, financial support the same way men can use women for sex. Let's break that down what Tokyo said. Let me see, can I even find it? Because I want us to break this down. And again, I appreciate y'all for being here. And thank you all so very much for your constant love and support. Okay. Adam, did I get you? Or was that Tokyo? I don't know. What was that? Okay, I did get MIA. He said, is there any good women out here? And then you brought some more valid questions and points too. I'm gonna get into it. But let's go back to what MIA said. I mean, Tokyo Traveler. He says women use men for emotional, financial support the same way men use women for sex. This is why I'm saying that it's also dangerous when you're out here as a woman juggling different men at once, because we're also taught to use men, and before you know it, you get accustomed to using these men for different things, and you don't want to give it up. So why ever settle down? Why ever get married? Why ever take a man seriously when that's essentially cutting off the faucet? If I choose one of you, I lose all of you. And maybe I'm able to get this financial resource from him and that emotional resource from him. Like, it's so many different things. And then before you know, it's like, man, fuck that. I don't want to get married. I don't want to settle down. I want to be able to, have all of these niggas. I want to be able to use all of these niggas. But eventually your female nature kicks in and you want something exclusive. You want something substantial. You want something that is, once again, just reserved for you and your partner. And by that time, you ain't waited too long, or the men don't take your ass serious. Because I already saw you with him, and maybe he was serious about settling down. But because he saw you out here playing the field too fucking long and too fucking much, he don't want it. It's just nasty work. So there are some women out here, you all, who feel like, no, I don't want to get married. And they really feel that. Until, again, female nature comes a knocking. And she always does. There's no escape. There's no defeating it. I don't care how much of a bad bitch you think you are. I don't care how much of a savage bitch you think you are. Your female nature gonna always come and spin the block. And you're going to get tired of being a sugar baby. You're going to get tired of being a reckless ran through hoe. You're going to get tired of juggling, using. No, I just want somebody that's for me. It always happens. Let me see the rest of y'all. Because y'all brought up some other valid points too in these super chats. MIA says, I got another hey big head text yesterday. And that goes back into this conversation here. Right? Y'all get the likes. So let me check my likes while I'm at it. Let me see what y'all doing on the likes. Y'all doing okay. I'll let it slide. But that goes back to this conversation here. In this situation that she gave to us, or the scenario she gave to us, she actually ended up picking the friend zone guy, right? Over the guy that she was already getting real invested in, real deep into a committed relationship with. They were discussing marriage the whole nine. But who's to say that she made the right choice? This is why I'm telling you guys not to do this as your little big sis, respectfully. Again, you a grown-ass man. You do what the fuck you want to do. But what happens, though, when she looks up one day and she realizes, I made a mistake. This man is not the one I really want to be with. He was just there. He was saying all the right things at the right time. He was offering all the right things at the right time, but am I attracted to him? No. Do I love him on that level? No. I love him as a friend. I think I should have picked the other guy. Now she's hey big heading him. You never want to be the man that has to force a bitch to choose you. You don't. Fuck that nigga, come choose me, come be with me. No, you let it be known what it is. You back away and you let the chips fall where they may. After she already let you know that she likes you as well. It should not be one-sided of, I've been liking you for a long time, but she never gave you no bitch, please. A woman knows. And if she likes you enough, she don't give a fuck about you knowing. All these chicks talking about, play hard to get and this, that, and the third. They just didn't meet their match yet. Whoopsie. What I mean by that is this. When it comes to a woman that got her eye on the motherfucking prize, on the bull's eye, all of that hard to get shit, playing mind games, finessing, manipulation, out the fucking door and window. Don't let these chicks fool you. Okay? Now, are there exceptions? Absolutely. There are some women out here who are just so fucking childish. I ain't gonna let him know I like him, and I'm gonna play hard to get. And then you too damn grown for this shit, so you move on. Well, I ain't gonna be chasing her on. I don't know what she on. I'm moving on. Maya over here, and Maya's still finding the motherfucker. So I'm gonna go ahead. Maya, she available. She letting it be clear what her intentions are, her motives. I'm with Maya. Now she wouldn't hurry up and scramble. Oh, I really did like you. I just was, bitch, I ain't got time for that. I was just, playing a little hard to get, seeing how bad you want me. I ain't got time for that. So there's always exceptions to where she did like you, but she was playing too fucking much. But more often than not, when you are Himothy and she wants you, all of the tactics that women are programmed and instilled and indoctrinated to do don't matter. Don't count. Please. Tell me I'm lying. Am I lying? Please. What up, just look. Let's piece some games together as a family. So you just gotta really be mindful and be careful about the decisions that you make and what you are doing, what advice you are following. It can backfire horribly, especially when she never really liked you like that. No, she never liked you like that. She was just using you for, like they say, emotional support. Like Tokyo said, emotional support, financial support. Women will do that and never have any intentions on being with you. I just like your conversation. I just like how you make me feel. I just like the entertainment that you provide. Whatever. But if she really wants to be with you romantically, you gonna fucking know. Thank you, Jonathan. It says girlfriend experience is the order of the day. She's sipping vicariously. No backhand necessary. Couldn't be me. Whoopsie. Hold on, Jonathan. He says she pimping vicariously. Oh, that's a big whoopsie. And you're right. Now, why did Jonathan White come through dropping bars, gems, and jewels like this? Damn. Some women will give you the girlfriend experience because you're giving her real tangibles. What is that? What did Tokyo say? Emotional support, monetary support, mental support. We're doing all of that. So y'all play this role, but what you gonna give to me? And you know what's real diabolical, Jonathan White? They'll do that with multiple different guys. And so yeah, she is essentially pimping. No backhand. Pimp hand so strong, I don't need to backhand you. Huh, please. Whoopsie. Damn. And if you're not careful, you will allow a chick to play with you like that. I just wouldn't trust this marriage with her. And I know on the surface it can sound like a cute story, but when you peel back the layers, it's like, ugh. No. She had multiple different niggas. She never liked you. She never told you she liked you like that. She constantly overlooked you. Then she made you hurry up and do some shit that the next nigga didn't have to hurry up and do. It just, but maybe she didn't. I'm just speculating with that. But I have a strong inclination that by her severing ties with the other guy that she was talking about marriage with so abruptly, I can almost guarantee you she was like, look, if I'm going to do this, then you need to be serious as a motherfucking heart attack. So serious, we can go get married next week. Because this man right here, like, do you know what you're asking me to do? This man right here, we're talking about engagement rings. We're talking about new homes. We're talking about family. We're talking about settling down. So if you telling me to cut this nigga off for you, oh, pronto. I need to be Miss Jackson by next week. I just know it. And y'all know I'm a motherfucking psychic. Please. It just sounds cute to say, oh no, he hurry up and did it. No, bitch, you made him hurry up and do that shit. Because you knew that you was making a grand, great sacrifice to hurry up and be with him because you wanted to meet some kind of milestone. You wanted her to have some kind of status. And he was ready and willing to be available to offer it to you. And it made it the perfect scenario and recipe because you already had history. Bitch, please. Say that shit for the gullible bitches. I saw right through this. You never liked that man. He was a more convenient option. Please. You feel me, Jonathan? Not going. Yeah, bye, Felicia. And I just really hate this culture that we're raised in, that we're taught to be in and a part of. We're not taught to like genuinely sit down with somebody and get to know them. See if you're actually compatible. And once again, not just checking off check marks. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why our relationships are so strained. And that's why our marriages don't last. They're not lasting because we're hurrying up to do something that we're not really ready for. Or we are ready for it, but this is the wrong person. And the reason why this is the wrong person is because you never even sat down and built some kind of quality connection first. You were juggling. So it was kind of impossible for you to get to know them individually. You may know certain things about them that may be of importance or great significance, but in the grand scheme of who this person genuinely is, you don't fucking know. It's impossible. Thank you, MIA. It says for 95% of women, ain't nothing ever enough. You can bring her ass water from the moon. and it still won't do. And women don't know when to quit. Not all women. I'm gonna just say most. Or a lot of women. Don't be saying women in general. The fuck? But yeah, I do understand y'all's frustrations. I do. We just gotta get back to the basics, y'all. I say this every dope discussion. Hold on, what moment, y'all? Let me see. It look like it's lagging. Maybe the close all this. Oh. Or did you say 95? You did put a. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm making women look bad. Like, bitch, I did say majority. I ain't say all you hoes. That's why I hate you bitches. You're right. I apologize. Why did I do that? Okay, so my connection is excellent, though. That's good. I said 95, bitch. I literally said. I apologize. I'm a female. Okay? Shit. Y'all know we be tripping. My bad, baby. You know I be tripping. You know I love your mama. Hold on. This looks different. Okay. Let me X this. But yeah, I just want you all to use your discernment and be very wise and aware. Don't feel like you. Let me end off on this note. Don't feel like you missed out. You didn't miss out. If you were dealing with a woman and you really liked her, and let's say she never gave you any kind of inclination or inkling that she wanted to be with you and you never said anything, and she never said anything, and she just kind of moved on to the next guy, don't feel like you missed out. She didn't like you for real. What did I say? Women know. All right. I really want to drive that point home because some of y'all out there, you may have gone through something like that to where it was like, no, I never even told her, and I wish I would have told her, but she was always in a relationship, or when she was not in a relationship, she never said nothing. I never said nothing, and then before you know it, she moved on. Bitches don't move on if they want you. Whoopsie. So you did miss out. Don't feel like shoulda, coulda, woulda. No. If it was for you, it would have happened. She would have made space and opportunity. Please believe me. When a woman wants you, she's going to create space. She gonna go her fucking way. She gonna be smothering, first of all. First of all, she gonna be smothering. You like, damn, bitch, get off me. I don't mean that literally. I'm just saying, like, you're gonna know. You know. And you definitely don't feel like you missed out if you told this bitch how you felt and she still was like, no, won't you? I don't see you like that. Oh, yeah, bitch. No. She missed out in that instance, in that case. Especially if you were a man that was ready and willing to deliver to her exactly what she was looking for. Oh, yeah. Fuck her. Her loss, not yours. And it will never be yours. No shade, no tea. But free game. 5-star message. 100. Yeah. But yeah. Don't do that. Especially if you told her and she still was like, I don't see you like that. Every time, not okay. 8.999% of the time out of 10, those be the same bitches who turn around and see you flourishing later Yeah. And be like, hey, big head. That's who MIA Adam is talking about. Is that who said that? I would bet my last damn dollar, y'all, on this impromptu dope discussion. Who said that? Yeah, hey, big head. MIA Adam, I would bet my last damn dollar. And MIA Adam, please feel free to verify this information. Because you know I'm a little bit psychic, so I need a little confirmation. But I would bet my last damn dollar that chick, that hey big headed MIA Adam, the other day was the same chick talking about, oh, you know, I just feel like we'll be better off as friends. I don't see you like that no more. I'm just trying to figure myself out. It ain't you, it's me. That same bitch. Now, hey, big head, you know, I miss you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. 8.999 times out of 10, them bitches come spin the block. Realizing their faults, their flaws, and their miss. Whoopsie! Got to be more careful. And I'm just kind of in fear. Okay, let me not put too much sauce on it. I don't give a damn. All right, ain't no fear in this motherfucker. But for a back of a better word, I just kind of fear that, and I hope not, but I kind of fear this relationship, this marriage ain't gonna really last for real. Because she never even wanted him. He was always just, oh, friendly Frederick. But I digress. I love y'all. I respect y'all. Y'all leave me y'all thoughts, opinions, feedback down in the comment section down below. Okay? And if you don't know who was talking about earlier, the big brother mainline. And he said he don't give a fuck about what y'all gotta say if y'all want to judge him. All right? Because a lot of y'all low key went through this or going through this. So where it's like, man, I really like this bitch and she's playing. Like, we talking on the phone, we bonding. And then bitch acting like I don't exist in a romantic sense. But when the bitch need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to cry on, here she come. But tell us all your thoughts, opinions, your experiences, all right? Your feedback. Maybe you went through something similar to this and you got married and it worked out for you like this woman's story was. I'm just not too confident about this, the turnout of this. I don't know though, okay? I don't know, because I've seen some very bad relationships, very rocky start-offs be amazing. Mine was one of them. So we're not going to do too much. Like, god damn. So we're not gonna do too much. However, I just feel like it was way too many red flags within this on both parties, on both sides. Mainly hers though, honestly. And that's not me being a pick-me pandering bitch. And the reason why I'm saying mainly on hers is because his family knew of her, which means that he had been speaking highly of her to them. Like, his family was aware that he was in love with this woman. Her family was not. So I'm giving him a little bit of grace, but I don't like the dirty Mac big bully energy. That's just, I don't like the energy of that. Okay. It can be toxic and red flaggish, but that's my opinion. Y'all sound off in the comment section. Like the video for me, share the video, subscribe. Thank y'all for being here. What do I have to do? I might go to the gym today. Okay. Because I'm trying to start going back on Tuesdays as well. I'm going to see. But I love y'all. I respect y'all. What's tomorrow? Is today Tuesday? Ain't no way today Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow for Patreon. All right, I'm gonna pull up with y'all first publicly on YouTube, and we're gonna filter y'all ass over to Patreon, and we're gonna have another exclusive Patreon, because last week was dope as fuck. Okay, I think we got very intimate, not like that, no Diddy, but we had very intimate, deep conversations. You know, I dropped the link for y'all came up, y'all shared, like that was beautiful, that was dope. I really like that. Okay, so I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow for Patreon. We're gonna start off on the public side first, and then we're gonna push y'all over, and then we're gonna get back into our book and back into our intimate, very personal conversations, right? Yeah. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. We out. Peace. Men, don't be like this, and don't do that. Don't do what her husband did. Peace.